Hey guys, I'm Danny, and in this video I thought I would show you how to ruin a children's classic and do a zombie version of Winnie the Pooh. This is really random, but I'm really chuffed with how it turned out, so I hope you guys like this video. If you want to find out how to look like this, just stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is apply a plain latex ball cap and keep your ears covered. Also want to block out your eyebrows using the glue stick method. I have a video showing you how to do that, which I'll leave a link to in the description bar below if you want to check that out. But once all the glue and the latex is dry, you want to take a white eyeliner pencil and just plot out a rough shape of Winnie the Pooh's face. So the easiest way to do this is to look at a reference photo. I just googled Winnie the Pooh and worked off of one of those. You also want to try and make sure that you get both sides of your face even and as symmetrical as possible, so take your time on this and keep checking to make sure each side is exactly the same. And then you should be left with something that looks a little bit like this. At this point you can start plotting on all the shapes for all of the ripped open and cracked areas of Winnie's face. So I'm doing a big rip along the mouth, a crack on the forehead and a big crack on the skull as well. So you just want to plot these out first of all with that same white eyeliner pencil. I'm also adding on a rough outline of the teeth that are going to be exposed in this rip on my mouth, so this just needs to be really rough so you know where the teeth are going to go. Then once you've got a rough guide on for everything, you can start painting. So I'm taking a yellow face paint by Kryolan and I'm just going to apply this very, very messily all over the remaining areas. You want to use a small brush for this and then go over the top while the paint is still wet with a stippling brush. This is going to add texture and dimension to the yellow rather than it being one big flat colour. So you want to kind of keep it a little bit patchy and a little bit dirty looking. I'm then using Sleek's light cream contouring kit and taking the darkest colour, and I'm going to use that on a detail brush and go over the top of those white lines that we initially had made with the white eyeliner pencil. This is going to act as a base for the shadows later on, but you do want to blend this into the yellow slightly using a fluffy blending brush. I'm then just going to put down a base for the teeth area, so I'm using a bone colour face paint from Superstar, and I'm just going to apply this around the perimeter of the teeth. I'm then going to also fill those teeth in using a light grey face paint by Snazaroo. When filling in the bottom row of teeth, you want to drag the colour down into a point towards the chin, and for the top set of teeth you want to do the opposite and drag the colour up. This is going to act as the root of each tooth. So I'm going to leave the teeth there for the time being, but we will go back later on and add more shading to that area. But first of all, I'm taking a black aqua colour face paint by Kryolan and a tiny detail brush by Hodo, and I'm going to use this to go over all of those brown lines that we had put on with the contour colour, but you want to leave a little bit of the brown exposed. This is going to act as part of your shadow. You also want to outline around the mouth with this colour as well, but you want to start making it look really jaggedy and as if it's been ripped. To outline the teeth, I used the Collection Extreme 24-hour felt tip liner. This is because I didn't want the black to smudge, because obviously when you're eating and drinking with a water-based paint, this can cause a mess. So I used an eyeliner pen instead, because this is going to stay put for longer. I then also made some ears, which I made out of cardboard, and then just painted them yellow. I made one look like it had been bitten or something, and then just stuck them on with a little bit of Pros-aide onto the top of the bald cap as well. Now this is really fiddly, but you just want to hold them in place to make sure they're nice and secure and that they're not going to come off over the course of the evening. Like that. I'm then taking a grey eyeshadow by BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to use this to shade around the teeth. So you want to drag the grey colour underneath the sort of root area and pull it down towards your chin. You also can shade underneath those teeth a little bit and just try to make this area look more three-dimensional and sunken in. I'm then taking my favourite matte brown eyeshadow, and this is Bark by Sleek in their Au Naturel palette, and I'm going to use this just to deepen up those areas as well. I'm then using a white cream face paint, and I'm going to use this colour to highlight each one of those teeth. So you just want to do a solid line down each side of it. So this is going to really help those teeth to pop out a little bit more and make them look more three-dimensional. I'm then going to fill in the Brainz. So for this I'm taking a fuchsia pink face paint by Snazaroo, and I'm just going to use a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush to fill these areas in on the head with this pink colour. And then I'm taking a detail brush and a lighter pink face paint. I'm just going to add these sort of wiggly C shapes which are going to act as sort of the lobes of the brain as such. I'm then taking a tiny amount of Sugarpill's Bulletproof eyeshadow and mixing that with the same brown eyeshadow that I was using earlier, and I'm going to use this to shade the brain. You want this to be really messy. Try not to blend this too much, otherwise it's going to look too perfect. You want this to look really gross and dirty. I'm then going to highlight the face using that same white cream face paint as earlier. And you also want to add 2 dots to your eyelids as well. I'm then going to add some shadows to the face and the ears using the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, and I'm using the shades Toffee and Sculpt here, just to add a little bit more dimension to the face. Now you can see here that I actually lost a little bit of footage. I did create some hairs on the face using an orange face paint, and then went over the top with a small amount of black face paint too. This is just to add a little bit more texture to the face. I'm then taking a pink cream face paint and a tiny detail brush, and I'm just going to add this between each one of the teeth and blend this colour down into the ivory colour. This is going to act as our gum shade. As a finishing step, you want to line your waterline with a black gel eyeliner and pop on a red t-shirt like Winnie the Pooh, and then once you've done that, that's it, you're done. I hope you guys liked this video. It is a little bit weird and a little bit different, but I hope you like it. If you did, remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's any other videos you'd like to see for Halloween, and I'll get on it for you. But until the next video, I'll see you guys soon.